And how you guys doing? This is very important in reference to the satellite controllers and their ethnicity and nationality and what cities and states they came from and which politicians. Now, you know, my parents owned more land than anybody else in the country. Nothing's ever for sale. I'm the owner. They say the satellite man calls you crazy. You damaged my teeth. You know I'm not crazy, and I took great care of my teeth, and they were beautiful. And there's photographs of them before you damaged them. Now, somebody is saying that a lot of these people that have been doing these things to me are people from Kentucky that are tied in with some people from Texas or Arkansas. Now, the point of information, those people do not own the country. Those people need to get ordered into court to see what their involvement is in their crimes of sexually assaulting me or abusing me. They need to check the information of what cities and states these people had stolen my sperm, and they had illegally transported stolen sperm to other cities and states where they had artificially inseminated people of their political families or their government families that are not even legal government, obviously. But these people had stolen my sperm. They need to check Kentucky to see if Kentucky has any stolen sperm down there. They need to check Texas. You know, people in Texas know me, but the thing of it is, this is a hostile situation of government holding me hostage to poach and to be stealing from me their activities. And these people murdered my parents, too. My parents was real American. These people that came into the country that murdered my parents, they were illegals of Germany and the Middle East or something. You know, some of these people that was involved in the murder of my parents. And they had faked their way to get into government. See, they had murder charges against these Germans. And they never, ever had any legal right being politicians in America. Do you understand that? These people was involved in the murder of my father. None of these people had any legal right to ever be in American government. So they have to research who these people are and where they came from. And the U.S. Marshals and the ATF and the Treasury, or, you know, if a Treasury from England, France, or Italy needs to come over here, or the United Nations, if they need to put together a SWAT team to go after these people, to locate these people, to find out who they are that have damaged my face and teeth and what city and state those people came from. Do you understand that? So in reference to whoever these satellite controllers, I know there's probably good people in Kentucky and other places, but this is about, they need to check Kentucky to see if they stole any of my sperm, or if they have been satelliting me or burning my teeth or face. You know, my body's my body. I don't give a fuck what race you are, what religion you are. But they have to find out what race and religion you are that are doing these things, so you can be prosecuted for violating American protection laws. And they have to find out what city or state or what country you came from. Because when you came into this country and got citizenship, there's guidelines of law that you have to follow, that you cannot attack people in this country, even if you're a politician or even if you made it into politics. So the fact of information they have to check. I've never lived in Kentucky. I'm not from Kentucky. I don't go to Kentucky. I don't hang out in Kentucky. Never been there. But it was to pick somebody up for somebody else. But it's not like they tried to call me Robert Ray, and I'm not Robert Ray. I had to drive down there with somebody else to pick up Robert Ray's daughter, and had to bring her up here to Indiana because she wanted to come up to Indiana to see her father, which is Robert Ray. I'm not Robert Ray. Yeah. But Mary Lou Palmer and I drove down there to pick up Robert Ray's daughter. I don't live in Kentucky. I own all my mother and father's property everywhere. Whether I don't know what they owned, I don't know what my parents owned in Kentucky, but I'm not from Kentucky. And Kentucky has not always been this terroristic city or state or whatever's going on over there. But obviously there's something going on, because these satellite controllers are still hitting me in the face and teeth. And they've tried to call me Robert Ray. Now, you know, Robert Ray has children in Kentucky. He had a wife in Kentucky or something. I'm not from Kentucky. I've never been married to no girl from Kentucky. I've never even been married. Well, in reference to supermodels, there's some things we can talk about, I guess, in reference to actresses or female supermodels that I've dated. Because, see, I'm in that career. I'm in that career of the entertainment industry, so, I'd always obviously date somebody from the media or the entertainment industry. You know that, right? So in reference to either supermodels or Hollywood A-list celebrity females, things like that, And I'm not gay, not never. So, in reference to anybody that stole sperm that lives in Kentucky, the cops need to arrest them. Anybody that's... my parents had money in Fort Knox. I'm not sure how many billions of dollars, but, my parents and grandparents owned land. I don't know if my grandfather built Fort Knox or what, but somebody would have information about things. Obviously, Kentucky wasn't a German country or German state before, but obviously the Germans have tried to steal Kentucky or something. So obviously, or in the Middle Eastern Germans or whatever. So people need to investigate that. And there's some people in this neighborhood that seem to be friendly, and I think some of them might be from Kentucky, and I'm friendly, but if that satellite man, like the next door neighbor, he might be from Kentucky. But I'm not from Kentucky. And I've said hello. I said, I'm friendly. I'm not mean to nobody. But if this satellite man's been hitting me in the mouth because of the next door neighbors, they need to have a court case against the man in Kentucky from the satellite controller or the government or FBI or CIA, whoever the fuck they are, Meaning they need to have a court case. Why is that satellite man hitting me in the mouth and teeth? I'm not Robert Ray. I've never dated a girl from Kentucky in my entire life. But Robert Ray has an ex-wife. I don't know if they're still married or not. Ex-wife in Kentucky and children in Kentucky. I'm not from Kentucky. And obviously some people from Kentucky are not very smart because they keep trying to confuse me with Robert Ray or whoever these people are. I don't even look like Robert Ray at all. So there needs to be court cases.